So coming onto hands and knees first of all, and walking the knees nice and wide, and then just sink the hips back to the feet and walk fingertips forwards, and just relax your head down to the floor. So if the head isn't quite touching the floor, then you can take a block or a blanket or something, and just really stretch your shoulders out, really allow the hips to sink backwards, and just breathe really deep for a couple of moments. So nice long deep inhales, and then exhales to soften deeper into the pose. And then bringing yourself up onto hands and knees. We're going to walk the knees so that they're touching. Big inhale draws the belly right in. And as you exhale, we're going to take the right foot back, flex the foot, and press it as if you were pressing it into a wall. Big inhale here, draw the belly right in. And as you exhale, bring the knee through to the nose. See if you can touch them. And then inhale back. Exhale, bring the knee through to the nose. See if you can touch them. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose again. Inhale back. And this time, as you exhale, bend the right leg. Take it behind the left leg and start to sink back a little bit. So you're stretching out that big glute muscle that runs through the right bottom cheek. Nice deep stretch. And then bring the shoulders forwards over the wrists. Straighten the right leg out where it is and take it further over to the left side. Big inhale, draws the belly in again. Press the hands into the floor like you're trying to press the floor away. And take the gaze over the left shoulder. So nice deep stretch down the right side of the body. Keep breathing. And then come back to center, back to hands and knees. Same on the other side. So inhale takes the left leg back, press the left foot. Keep drawing the belly in so we're not sinking into the spine and arching the spine, but draw the belly in, spine is strong and straight. Press the floor away with the hands. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg goes back. Exhale, see if you can touch the knee to the nose. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. One more full round. Inhale, leg goes back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg goes back again. And exhale, tuck that left leg behind the right leg. And again, start to sink the bottom backwards so you get a deep stretch through your left glute. If you don't feel it in the left glute, don't worry too much. You might feel it somewhere else, and that's fine. Bring the shoulders forwards over the wrists again. Straighten out the left leg. Take the left leg over to the right side and start to look very gently over the right shoulder, pressing the floor away with the hands again, drawing the belly in and stretching deeply through the left side of the body. And then we'll come on to hands and knees. So knees want to be hip distance apart. Walk the hands forwards a full hand length. This is a great way to measure for downward dog. So tucking the toes under and lifting the hips high up towards the ceiling. So probably the first downward dog of the day. So you want to bend into the legs, stretch through the shoulders, lift the hips high up towards the ceiling, let your head be soft. And then you can start to straighten out the legs if that feels okay. But don't allow the legs to straighten and then push the shoulders forward. Keep the legs bent and have a nice deep stretch through the shoulders. You can walk the dog if you want to, bending one leg on an inhale, one leg on an exhale. Good. And then looking forwards, walking your feet up to the front of the mat. Just a slight gap between the feet. Take the hands to the waist. Inhale as we come on all the way up to standing. And exhale, relaxing the shoulders. Interlace the fingers, press them down towards the mat. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Inhale, draw the belly in again, stand really tall. And as you exhale, lift the hands high up towards the ceiling. So here we're going to inhale and grow tall. And then exhale, reach up and over to the right side. So you're stretching all the way through the left side of the body. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over to the left. Inhale, come to center. Fix your gaze on something in front of you. Don't allow it to move. Draw the belly in, draw the kneecaps up. See how it feels to come up onto the tiptoes. So draw the belly in, draw the kneecaps up. Keep breathing, long deep inhales and exhales. And then bring the heels down onto the mat. Release the hands and re-interlace them behind the back. Big inhale draws the belly in, draws the shoulder blades a little closer. Straighten out the arms if easily available, but don't force it. Wiggle the feet out to hip distance apart. Inhale, lift up with the chest. Exhale, fold the body forwards. Let the arms come away from the body. So similar principle to downward dog. Don't keep straight legs, sacrificing everything else. Allow your legs to bend and let your body come deeper into the pose. Relax the head, let the head and the face be really soft. Arms soft. And then inhale, come on all the way up to standing. Sweeping arms high, all the way up towards the ceiling. Bring the hands into prayer and draw the hands down in front of the heart center. Roll the shoulders open for a moment and then just close the eyes. So spread the feet wide. Press the whole of each foot down into the mat like you're trying to press the floor away. Draw the kneecaps up. Draw the belly in. Let's take a deep inhale as you engage the quads more. So the kneecaps draw up into the thighs. So engage in the quads, the big muscles at the front of the thigh. And as you exhale, scan your body. Notice if there's any tension anywhere. Release the shoulders, release the face. Inhale again, standing tall. Exhale, noticing if there's any tension and allowing that to release. Inhale again, draw the belly back towards the spine. And exhale, releasing the hands down towards the mat. Inhale, sweeping arms high all the way up towards the ceiling. And exhale, fold the body forwards, fingertips melt down onto the mat and relax your head again. Maybe give it a little shake, give it a little wiggle. And remember, bent legs are completely fine. Plant the hands flat into the mat and step back with the right foot. Make sure that the left knee is exactly over the left ankle. You don't want the knee to be in front or behind. You want it absolutely over the top. Option to drop this right knee to make it less challenging. That's absolutely fine. If you've got the toes tucked under, draw the right kneecap up into the right thigh again. Draw the belly in. This might be enough here, or you might want to see about taking your hands up onto your left knee. This might be enough here, or you might want to inhale and reach the arms high up towards the ceiling. Maybe going into a little back bend, taking the gaze to the ceiling, and then take the hands down to the mat. Step back to plank position. Hold plank for a moment, so push back into the heels, draw the kneecaps up, draw the belly in, inhale here, and exhale, lift the hips up into downward dog position again. Might need to walk the feet forwards a little bit. Relax the head, inhaling, looking forwards. Big step forwards with the right foot. Again, option if you want to drop the left knee, that's absolutely fine. Or if you're tucking the toes under, power up into that left leg. This time the left hand presses down inside the right foot and the right arm lifts up towards the ceiling, reaching high with those right fingertips. And then right hand comes down to the mat. Inhale, look out ahead in front of you and step the left foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep arms high all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you like we did before. Wiggle the feet hip distance apart. Inhale, open up through the chest. Draw the belly in. And exhale, fold the body forwards. Going to your maximum, then bending the knees and coming a little bit deeper into the pose. Relaxing the head, relaxing the arms. And then inhale, come on all the way up to standing. Sweeping arms high to the ceiling. And let's do the same on the other side. So fold all the way forward. And take the hands down onto the mat, relax the head again. With the left foot, step down the mat. Option to drop the back knee or keep it nice and high. Keep your gaze out in front of you, keep the belly drawing in. Hands can come up onto the right knee. This might be enough. Or you might want to reach the hands high up towards the ceiling. And you might want to take it into a bit of a back bend. Keep this belly drawing right in. Shoulder blades relaxed, hands down to the mat. Step back to plank position. If you want to boost it even more, take forearm plank. 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale, one more inhale, and then exhale. Come back to plank. Inhale here, and exhale, lift the hips high into our downward dog position, pressing through the shoulders, allowing the heels to melt down. Remember, bent legs are fine. Inhale, looking forwards, big step forwards with the left foot. Option to drop that right knee to save some energy. Right hand comes inside this left foot, and the left hand reaches high up towards the ceiling, taking the gaze up to that left hand if that's okay on the balance. Left hand comes down, look forwards, that's where we're going. Bring the right foot up to the front of the mat. Inhale, sweep arms high up towards the ceiling, And exhale, releasing the hands and dropping them by the side of the body. Inhale, reach both arms high up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold the body forwards and allow the hands to rest on the mat. Bend the knees if you want to, let the head be really heavy. Plant the weight into the hands. Walk the feet back to find our plank position again. Push back into the heels. This time lowering the knees. Bend the arms slowly. See if the chest and the hips can come onto the floor at the same time. Untuck the toes, draw the belly right in, and then stretch through the front of the body. Start to lift the hands up a little bit, and then exhale, press down into the hands. Go up onto your hands and knees, tuck the toes under, lift into downward dog. And then from here, we'll come into camel. So knees come onto the floor, hip distance apart. Walk the hands backwards a little bit, and come up to kneeling. So if the back's not feeling very bendy, that's absolutely fine. Just tuck the back toes under. If you're feeling quite bendy, then you can untuck the back toes. Either way, inhale, reach both arms high up towards the ceiling, and the left hand goes onto the left heel. Turn your right palm to face behind you, and reach behind you with those right fingertips. So the head can look up towards the ceiling or look in front of you if there's any problems with the neck. Or if you want, you can start to look behind you. And then use the momentum of the right arm to lift you up. Right hand onto the right heel. Left arm up towards the ceiling. Turn the left palm to face behind you. And start to reach those fingertips behind you as well. And then use the momentum of the left hand to come on up to seated. Hands can go into prayer position if you feel like you want more of a challenge. Draw the belly in, grow tall. And as you exhale, you can start to drop back. Watch out for the hips coming backwards. You want to keep the hips directly over the knees and do it with the strength of the quads and the core, opening up into the spine, and then come back. And if you want to do one more, big inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, keep the belly drawing in and starting to soften a little bit deeper into your camel. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, just bring the hands down onto the mat. Untuck the toes. Make sure that the big toes are touching. Walk the knees nice and wide. Hips back to the feet. And walk the fingertips forwards for child's pose. We're just going to breathe here for a moment. Inhaling, drawing the belly right in. And exhale, maybe the fingertips walk a little bit further. You can relax the head, relax the heels. Breathe nice and deep. And then come up onto your hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips high into downward dog. Remember, bent legs are fine. Stretch through the shoulders. Inhale, look forwards, and we're going to step into a squat in the middle of the mat. So, squatting, really good for the feet, really strong for the legs, and really good for the balance. So you might feel that this is challenging enough with the fingertips on the floor, and that's fine. But if you want, you can bring the hands up onto the thighs. We're going to breathe. Big inhale, draws the belly and grows tall through the spine. Exhale, nice and soft shoulders. Keep your eyes on a place that's not going to move around. Keep breathing. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, just use the hands to guide you on down to seated. Legs out in front of you. Bring the right foot into the left inside thigh. Turn the body so the breastbone is pointing out over the left toe. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, fold forwards. Hands just onto the mat. Allowing the body to fold forwards. If you can reach the toes, take hold of them. But if not, just take the hands onto the mat. Make sure that the shoulder blades are melting down the back. Fabulous. And then inhale, come on up to seated. Take the right hand behind you. Lift the left arm up towards the ceiling and see if you fancy making your way into mini wild thing. So pressing into the right knee, the left foot, you can point those toes, and pressing into the right hand, and the left arm goes up and behind you into a back bend, and then come on down to seated. Right leg out in front, left sole of the foot into the right inside thigh, left hand behind you. Big inhale reaches the arm up and all the way back into wild thing. And then we'll come back and finish with a nice calm forward fold. So walking the hands out in front of you, allowing the body to melt forwards over this right leg, hands on the mat or on the toes, wherever feels right. And then inhale, come on up to seated. Shuffle on up to the front of the mat. Hold onto the backs of the legs so that you can roll down the spine. we're going to go straight into Shavasana. So straighten out the legs and take the feet out to mat distance apart and just let the feet roll out to the side. Move your body around as much as you need to get totally comfortable. Arms by the sides of the body, close the eyes. Inhale deeply, fill the lungs. And exhale deeply, emptying the lungs completely. One more. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. And then allow the next inhale to be natural. Just let your toes roll out to the side. Let the ankles be heavy. Let the legs be soft. Let your whole body melt down into the floor. And notice the movement of the ribs as they naturally rise as you inhale. And notice them soften as you exhale. Just for a moment, relaxing completely. I'll give you some instructions to come out of this relaxation in a moment. So just watch the breath. Enjoy your relaxation. And then start to deepen your breath. Gently wiggle fingers and toes. With a deep inhale, bring the big toes together. Lift the arms up over your head to the floor behind you, coming into a deep pencil stretch. And then hug the knees into the chest. Just let your whole spine sink down into the mat. Very gently roll your body over onto the right hand side, resting your head on the right arm. Left hand comes in front of you, in front of the chest, and just pause for a moment. Notice how you feel, and then use your hands to gently guide you on up to seated. Thank you very much for doing this video. Namaste.